Hello everyone, I'm Dragonwhelp and welcome back to Space Engineers. When we last left off, we got off the moon and we're heading to our Platinum rich asteroid, but it's so far away. What I'm thinking about doing is actually jumping to it using our jump drive. And I want to set the jump drive to 800, no. I want to be like, let's do, let's see, can I set this shift, control, there we go. I want to do 16. No, not 16%. Wish you could change it in kilometers. Because I don't want to overshoot it, but I don't want to undershoot it either. 13 kilometers, that's perfect. That's perfect because our destination is 17.4 away. So that'll get us a little bit closer. It should be already charged up. So I want to blind jump 12.8 kilometers. Yeah, that works. Jump. That way it gets us just a little bit closer. And that way we don't have to just sit here and tugboat along. Because our forward thrust is not really good right now. There we go. See, we're a lot closer now. A lot closer. And you see these three thrusters on the back, they're just they're pushing us, but not very fast. But what I want to do is I want to get to this asteroid. I want to make a nice little home inside of it. That way it's protected. And mine up as much resources from this asteroid as we possibly can before we move on. And probably farm some of the surrounding asteroids. But I do want to make sure this thing is quite safe. I know it does have our turrets on the top for asteroids or not asteroids, meteors and stuff. But it's not that well off. So what I may do is add some more turrets to the bottom. I don't see a very good spot to put them. But we're going to eventually expand this ship out to a point where it's going to be, I mean, yes, it is already kind of a mobile base as it is, but it's going to be like a miniature home. It's going to have bedrooms. It's going to, well, it has at least one bedroom until, you know, until I get people on here who want to play with me during these times, which would be awesome. That would be cool. If anybody wants to play, just let me know and I'll turn this into a server and we'll play. Yeah. But that way we can make like cryopods for people who want to be, you know, join along but don't want to lose all their progress and all their inventory. We can just make cryopods, have a cryo station, and hey, have a fun old time. Might even make turn one of these large asteroids into a mini base, or even go back to the moon, honestly, and hook it up with some solar panels and a lot of other things that could keep one in a cryopod for a number of hours. We could build it underground, make it nice and pretty. That'd be kind of cool. Make it like a secret moon base or something. So 3 kilometers still out. Let's see, can we slow down and try to jump again? I wonder if I can jump 3 kilometers. I mean, I'm probably asking too much. I can jump 5, so 3 is not in the cards. So we're gonna have to just put it along. Speaking of, do we have any more? We have some thruster components, not very much. Is our refinery or production? Are you still? It's assemblers. They're not making anything, so we need platinum. Let's see, refinery. Actually, I need to go inventory. Refinery. Oops. It's working along slowly. It's not, yeah, this one's working on platinum. Very slowly, though. Very, very slowly. So that gives you one good reason why I want to turn this into a full-fledged base, because we're going to need lots of refineries, lots of storage. Make this ship probably like 6 to 7 times larger than it is. Add more thruster. I probably have enough thrust on it to manage what we have already. But yeah, I'm just trying to make it to this asteroid. Probably won't make it here too fast, but we're trying our best. Trying our best. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head to this asteroid, and I will be back when I get there. Alright, here we are at the asteroid. So I'm going to get out and see if I can't find a suitable place for this big old ship of mine to make home in. Make sure my inertial dampeners are on. I don't want to go flying too far. And there's a hole here, but I don't think it's big enough. May have to get our miner out and dig some of this out. Oh, and the game is really laggy. What is going on? Okay, it loaded in stuff. Okay, there we go. There's another hole here. Will that fit? Will our ship fit in there? I don't know. We can try. That's a big ship. But as long as we can protect at least a little bit of it from asteroids or meteors, we'd be alright. So let's head back inside. Lag permitting. There we go. Close the door. And the hole I saw was... Oh boy, we have no side-to-side thrust. So let's where is that hole? It's right there. Okay. So let's turn, aim our nose down. Come over here for a little bit. Oh, I really need to get these. I wish that the Platinum would run, you know, refine faster, because I really need some forward thrust. Like, seriously need some forward thrust. Alright, where's that hole at? There's a bigger hole over there. Probably need to check into that, honestly. So let's go down. Yeah, this ship is way too big. It's not going to fit in there. Okie dokie. So let's stop this thing. Let's use the thrusters we have the most of. So let's go up. Make sure we're not hitting anything. Yeah, this ship is just way too big. So I'm probably going to have to build a platform for it to sit on. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. I just got to watch out for those raiders over there. So I'm going to position myself with the asteroid in our way, so that they don't come and, you know, mess with me. We may have to go somewhere else, honestly, because if they start raiding, we'll have to get out of here fast, like super fast. So I want to make sure that we're going to pick up all the platinum that we possibly can from this area. And like I said, we got to make sure we keep an eye on them raiding. We don't want them to be raiding us. So I'm just going to let this thing stop. Let it come to a rest. And I want to turn the thrusters off. Turn them all off. So let's do... Is it F2? No. Alt 2. Control 2. There we go. I gotta be careful. Control is also my down button. So let's get the... actually, I want to go to my G menu. I'm going to grab the ion thrusters. And I want to put them... put it there. I want to toggle thrusters off and on. So I want to turn those off. Actually, no. Keep them on. Just in case I bump the ship with my mining ship. It doesn't go, like, crazy and go everywhere. So here we go. Our magnet boots are hard at work. Let's turn our thrusters on. Let's get down here to this mining ship and mine as much as we can, honestly. So 6, 7, 9, P, and off we go. This thing has so much maneuverability, it's crazy. So I want to go get some of that iron. I know we need some, but I want to get some of this platinum as well, so I got to be careful. And we may wind up, probably next episode, upgrading our mining ship. Give it some more containers. Probably make it into a large ship, honestly. I don't know, though. I like the small, large ship concept, where our large ship is our mobile base, where small ships are fighter pilots, mining ships. I think that's the way it was meant to do, but I could be wrong. Unless I get some suggestions from all of you out there. I mean, if there's anything you would like me to do, or like see done, please give me some ideas. I'm all ears. And I have no issues with doing tasks that are even the mundanest of ones. And don't be afraid to ask. I'm probably one of the nicest people you'll probably ever meet. I mean, I know that's just me saying that, but once you get to know me, you'll see. So let's try to get as much of this platinum as we can. There's the hole we dug last time. And hopefully, maybe if we dig enough of this platinum out, we could probably actually make a big enough hole to put our spaceship in, or space station in. Well, not space station, our mothership, I will call it. The mothership. So let's go back to the hole I was digging last couple episodes ago. And let's just dig on top of it. Oh, nope. I need to go up. There we go. Level it out a little bit more. There we go. And we can just bite into it and just keep on going. And as you can see, any of the stone that gets processed or gets into the drills is then immediately evacuated out of the ejectors. It's a nice little setup, and since the way I set it up with the conveyor systems on the back, the filters, the sorters, that's what they're called, the sorters. Since I set the sorters up to only extract stone, or only allow stone to be filtered through, you have no fear, or I have no fear, of any of our good precious metals being evacuated out of the system. And while we're mining and just barely doing this, I'm going to let my batteries recharge. They haven't had a chance to fully recharge. So go ahead and let them do that. So here we are back at the platinum mines. Digging through the massive amounts of platinum. I can't believe I found this. It's real, like, stroke of luck that I found this, and I was just out here flying. I didn't have anything else to do. I mean, I was looking for platinum and I kept dying on the moon, so I was just like, you know what, let's take our retrofit our mining ship, let's just go mine some, see if we can't find some out in space. And luckily enough I did. And pretty much what I did is, after I got off the moon with the mining ship, I went to asteroid after asteroid, just bounced from asteroid to asteroid until I found something that like here. Let's see, how much platinum do we have? Oh, we have some silicon left in here. Oh, it's in a connector. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about those connectors. I'm gonna have to do like a filter system, or find something that allows that it doesn't collect materials. Let's see. Can we access connectors? Yes. I don't want to collect anything. I don't want to throw out anything either. I guess it's just it doesn't work that way. It's either on or off, and it collects stuff when everything else is full. So hopefully this gets sucked into the system next time we connect it, unless it's the one on the bottom, because we do have one on the bottom as well. Maybe I need to get rid of that one. That's probably something I probably should do. Just get rid of it completely. We don't use it anymore, and if we, because of the systems that we have in place on the mothership, there is no use for it. So I'll just get rid of it completely, entirely, and plus we're going to have to upgrade this ship eventually anyway to accommodate our rapidly growing needs for more and more ore. And there is no better place to get ore than asteroids, because as you can see, platinum for days over here. And you could tell the difference between where I was, like the last time the ship was out here, versus now. It's not that much wider, but it is a little bit wider. And I can just keep adding and adding and adding and making it bigger and bigger and bigger. As long as I have enough space on the ship, the mothership, to support this thing, like a bay for it, which, like, we've built that specific bay for it. That's the hangar for the mining ship, so I'll make it just longer and make it big enough to where however many drills I decide to have on this thing, I mean, we'll have, like, eventually, once we get enough materials. I think we have enough materials now, by the way, but I don't think I have enough ion thrusting components to support all that weight. But we could have hundreds, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of drills. Like 200 drills, that doesn't seem unreasonable. We just have to have a ship that, or some thrusters that can support all that weight, because that's a heavy ship with 200 thrusters. Or not 200 thrusters, 200 mining drills stuff. Speaking is hard today, I apologize. So we've gotten a lot of platinum so far. We've gotten some silicon too. Apparently there's some silicon in here. I wouldn't doubt if it was a mixture. Hey, where are you going? What are you jumping out? Stop. That doesn't look like stone. Apparently it is. Okay. Just for some reason to me it didn't look like stone. Anyway, let's ease our way out of here. You don't want to go too fast, especially with that stone floating in the air behind you. Because if you go too fast and go barreling into it, you will you'll wind up destroying a few pieces of your ship. So let's head back to the mothership. Oh, I need to turn the batteries back on so we can actually maneuver. There we go. Hook this bad boy back up. Hopefully by the time I get all this, doing all that mining and everything, hopefully there's enough thruster components available now that we can actually start doing something with them. And I need to go down. There we go. Don't want to bang our drills on the connector. And connect up. There we go. So 5, 6, 7, and 9. So all of that stuff should have went into the system, and it looks like it. Well, I have to double check. See, everything that's white. Okay, the connector's not pulling anything out. It's not pulling it out of the large cargo container for some reason. I wonder if my sorting system is not functional. So let's go restart our sorting system. Which all I gotta do is just come over to here. And then I want to look up timer block. It sounds like the timer's triggering. Yeah. So setup actions, the TIM system, the programmable LCDs. Yeah. So what I could do is go into here. I want to recompile the script. Edit. Check code. Okay. Remember exit. So what I'll do now is go back to the timer. Oh, come on, keyboard. There we go. Timer block. I want to stop it. Wait a few seconds. Trigger now. There we go. Mining carriage. Okay. I don't want to get too... I want to get very, very obvious when, you know... I see 2 red marks on the screen. Uh-oh. You know, check to see what it is. Okay, that's full. That's why. So... let me make one of these big containers back here. I know I made one of them for ice. Yes, this is the ice one. This one here... Alright, we're going to set this one up to be... So, TIM... or... P3. There we go. Now it should be receiving ores. There we go. And I want to set this one up to be Ice P1. Or Ice P2. Because our oxygen generators... Yeah, oxygen generators should have an... just double check this to make sure they still have ice in them. Yes, they do. So you want to make sure your oxygen generators have ice, or the first priority to ice, if you're using the tin system, that is. Make sure that they have the first priority to the ice, and then everything else can just be stored in a container somewhere. So this is being filled up. Uh-oh. We gotta make sure we are safe from the meteors. Alright, where are the meteors coming from? Well, even if they come from our underneath, well, some of us is sticking out. So let's... There you go, turrets. Get them. Make sure you don't shoot the ship, man. Don't tear your own person up. Alright, we should be okay. Yeah, we're okay. Well, that was a little hairy, but that'll be alright. That'll be alright. Alright, we're looking good. We're looking good. Now we can go in here and check this. Make sure there's nothing in this connector. Yes, there's nothing in this connector, so I am going to dismantle it. There we go. And I will put some armor blocks here. Let's go ahead and... There we go. And if I decide I needed to change this up a little bit or anything to have a connector on the bottom for whatever reason, I don't see a reason for a connector to be on the bottom now anyway. But I digress. When we remake this mining ship, it's going to have a detachable head system. I might actually work on that next episode. That'd actually be a good idea. Have a detachable head system where if I'm not using the drills for any reason and I need, you know, say, fix bits and pieces of the ship, instead of doing it by hand, I can have a detachable system for having, like, this drill set to detach off the front, go to the welder system, hook into it, and that way I can have everything that I need to weld anything on this ship rather than having to do it by hand. So we'll work on that in the next episode. Thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up. And until next time, see you later.